viewers, and thanks for joining us for another exciting episode of Sports Scene, proudly brought to you by Trukai Industries. And with me, I have Sophie once again.
Yes, thank you, Mari. Good to be on the show. I could get used to this.
It's great to have you
on
too
the
as
show
well.
every weekend. How's the sporting action over the weekend?
It's been a great weekend, Sophie. We've got so much on the show tonight.
So much, yeah, both internationally and locally. Lots of action happening on the local sports scene as well. The Bicini area was buzzing with sports action, both male and female sporting action.
Especially netball, Sophie. How was your game?
It was pretty good. A good game against Sparrows. Telsters were lucky enough to get away with a win, so they do secure first spot on that one, and as they go into the top 4 playoffs. So good stuff. Good on you, Telsters, and all the other teams as well.
Yes, we also had AFL on the weekend. We have the
no more fights, AFL?
Not while we were there. We'll let you know if anything did happen. And we also had a great weekend of rugby league and Super 15.
Super 15. Speaking of Super 15, the grand final that we've all been waiting for. Super 15.
Game.
Yeah, what a game, and we'll get to that a bit later on.
And with that, Sophie, let's head into this week's Sports Briefs. Sports briefs this week. We start off with the 2012 Oceania Women's Sevens Championships in Fiji. PNG defeated Samoa in their first match 17-10. In their following match, they lost to Australia 29-7. They went on to beat the Solomon Islands 38-0. They then beat Tonga 24-19. They went down to New Zealand 36-0 and lost to Fiji 26-14. To round 17 of the Digicel Cup, Sapea had a 2-point victory over the Lions. Eagles beat the Tigers 14-10. Moroks defeated the Mioks 16-10, and Gurus beat the Vipers 18 points to 16. On bye were the Lahanis. To round 22 of the NRL, Roosters beat the Dragons 26-10. Storm thrashed the Panthers 46-6. Bulldogs beat the Knights 26-10. Sea Eagles had a 2-point victory over the Cowboys. Sharks thrashed the Warriors 45-4. Raiders beat the Broncos 28-12, and Rabbitohs defeated the Titans 22-18. In the grand final for the Super 15, Chiefs had their first title, winning the Sharks 37 points to 6.
And there you go. That was this week's Sports In Brief and some great NRL action. The Roosters managed to beat the Dragons, which is a good outcome because I tipped the Roosters. Storms 46 defeated Panthers 6. Finally, the Storms got away with a win. Good on them. The Bulldogs also, 26 defeated the Knights 10. And Sea Eagles, they managed to get away with a win.
2 points.
2 points.
Beat the Trukai Cowboys.
Against Cowboys. Well, Cowboys, you got to
just
pull
2
up
points.
there.
We'll be back up there.
Back up again. Super 15 grand final, Mari. How was that for you? Chiefs 37 defeated Sharks 6 points.
It was actually an interesting game because the Sharks were first to score points.
They did too.
But the Chiefs were the ones that scored the try first.
That's why they say just never say die. You got to keep going till the final whistle.
And it's their first title for
Super 15? Oh, good stuff. Good on you, Chiefs' first Super title. And also the Chiefs ran in 4 tries to nil against the Sharks.
And you know, Sophie, that shows that the Sharks have now gone 4 games in a row without scoring a try against the Chiefs.
Oh, come on, Sharks. Anyways,
Chiefs
it's always next year, next season. And halftime score was 13 points to 3 in favor of the Chiefs. And the other Chief tries went to Kane Thompson and Sonny Bill Williams, the hottie. How good is that? Good on you, Sonny Bill. And also, Mari, the PNG Palais, the women's rugby sevens team in Fiji, they took part in the Oceania region qualifiers for the World Cup. They did pretty good, Mari, finishing an impressive 4th place out of 8 countries that took part. And some tough games they went on to meet quite tough teams. They're Australia and Fiji.
They did win a couple of matches, Sophie.
They did too. They won against Tonga. There was 26-14 against Tonga, and then they went on to meet New Zealand, which they lost to New Zealand, 36-0, and then they had to await Fiji to play off for third and fourth placing, and they got off to a good start with the Fijians. I hear they actually matched up with them and all, so there's some good
Tell
things
us a bit
there.
about the game between PNG and Fiji.
PNG and Fiji, there's a bit of complaint, a bit of controversy there from John Larry, the PNG Palais coach. He says that amongst all the officials and the crowd watching, there were 2 tries by the Fijians that should have been disallowed. They were actually knock-ons, however, it went on, it was allowed anyways by the referee in charge of that particular match against between Fiji and PNG. So the Fijians got off with a lucky win, I should say. So they had 27-14 was the final score for that. So in that game, PNG finished 4th out of 8. Yeah, and also in the round-robin matches, they did well. Murray beating Solomon Islands 38-0. They also beat Samoa 17-10. And Australia 29-7, but an impressive halftime score of 10-7 against a nation like Australia. It's pretty good. So good on you, the Palais, and congratulations.
Congratulations, and welcome back home.
Welcome back to PNG. Ready for some action at the Bava Park. We'll see you this week.